Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Collins, and today I want to talk to you about something that might be quietly sabotaging your health right now, especially if you're over 40, 50, or 60. I want you to answer this honestly. How many times did you wake up last night just to pee? Once? Twice? More than that? You might think it's a weak bladder or a prostate problem, but here's the shocking truth. It's almost never that. The real problem isn't your bladder at all. What's actually happening is your sleep is being destroyed. And if you're waking up even once a night, this video could change everything for you. Because poor sleep is a silent killer, affecting nearly every part of your body. It slows your metabolism, making weight loss almost impossible. It raises cortisol, the stress hormone, which adds stubborn belly fat. It increases your risk for type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and insulin resistance, which can create a cascade of other health problems you might not even notice. Poor sleep doesn't just affect your body, it attacks your brain too. You wake up with brain fog, your mood drops, anxiety and even depression can set in. Your focus, memory, and concentration are all impacted, and your testosterone levels can dip. You're tired all day, no matter how much coffee you drink, and that fatigue makes everything, from exercise to thinking clearly, so much harder. And here's something that might surprise you. There are cultures where people regularly live into their 80s and 90s, and they sleep straight through the night. No interruptions, no waking up to pee. Meanwhile, in the US, nearly 1 in 5 men and 1 in 4 women over 60 are getting up at least once or twice every single night, and it's creating serious long-term health risks. Aging is not the problem here. There's something else happening that most people never even consider. The key to this whole issue is a hormone called antidiuretic hormone, or ADH. You may not have heard of it, but it's one of the most important hormones for preventing excess urination at night. Essentially, it tells your body to hold on to water, so you don't wake up constantly needing the bathroom. But if there's an imbalance, your body starts making too much urine, especially at night. One of the first things that can throw off this hormone is a simple imbalance in salt and potassium. Too much sodium, not enough potassium, and your kidneys start working overtime to get rid of the extra salt, producing more urine. Foods like avocados, leafy greens, and big salads are packed with potassium, and they can help balance this out. High blood sugar is another culprit. If you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, or if you have elevated glucose levels, your body will try to flush it out by making you urinate more frequently. Fluid retention in the legs can also play a role. If you notice a dent in your ankle or foot after pressing it, that's a sign of fluid retention. When you lie down at night, that fluid moves back into your bloodstream and eventually needs to leave your body, which often happens through nighttime urination. Other contributors include nutrient deficiencies, especially vitamin B1 and magnesium, which are critical for the part of your nervous system that controls the bladder. Too much caffeine, chocolate, sugar, starch, alcohol, or even large protein meals at night can all interfere with the antidiuretic hormone, making you wake up more frequently. If you're snacking or drinking fluids close to bedtime, this will only make the problem worse, creating a cycle that keeps you trapped in interrupted sleep night after night. Now that you understand the real reason you're waking up at night, let's talk about what you can actually do to fix it. And I promise, it's much simpler than you think. The first and biggest change is alcohol. If you're having a drink before bed, stop. Just that one change can make a huge difference. Alcohol is one of the most powerful triggers for nighttime urination because it directly interferes with your antidiuretic hormone. Even if you think it helps you relax, it's sabotaging your sleep and forcing your kidneys to work overtime while you're lying in bed. Next, timing your fluids is crucial. Avoid drinking anything for at least 3 hours before bedtime. That means no water, no tea, no late-night juice. Nothing. Most people make the mistake of thinking they're dehydrated at night and chug water, but that's not true. Your body isn't dehydrated. It's just preparing to survive without fluids for several hours. Drinking late triggers that urgent need to get up and pee, and it's completely unnecessary if you hydrate properly earlier in the day. Food is just as important as fluids. Snacking late at night, especially on carbs, sugar, or salty foods, is a nightmare for sleep. It spikes your blood sugar, increases insulin resistance, and pulls water with it, forcing your body to urinate more frequently. If you want to stop waking up, make your last meal of the day light and balanced. Avoid heavy protein dinners because excess protein produces urea, which your body must flush out. Think of it like overloading your kidneys right before bed. Instead, aim for most of your protein earlier in the day, like breakfast or lunch, so your kidneys aren't stressed overnight. Electrolytes also play a major role. Too much sodium and not enough potassium will prevent your kidneys from responding properly to antidiuretic hormone. So focus on potassium-rich foods early in the day. Avocados, leafy greens, and even a small high-potassium electrolyte drink in the morning can help balance things out. This is especially important if you notice swelling or fluid retention in your legs because, at night, that fluid moves back into your bloodstream and your kidneys have to excrete it. Caffeine is another sneaky culprit. Many seniors don't realize that even morning coffee, tea, or chocolate can act as a mild diuretic, especially if you're sensitive. Cutting down or timing caffeine earlier in the day ensures your kidneys aren't overactive at night. Even a little stimulant late in the afternoon can make a big difference in whether you sleep through the night. Nutrients that support the nervous system are also critical. If you wake up feeling the urge to pee but very little comes out, this is often neurological. Vitamin B1 and magnesium glycinate are key here. B1 helps your nerves communicate properly, and magnesium supports overall nervous system function. A higher therapeutic dose, often 4 times what a standard supplement provides, can significantly improve bladder control overnight. By combining all these changes, no alcohol at night, timing fluids, balancing electrolytes, adjusting meals, reducing caffeine, and supporting your nervous system, you're addressing the root causes, not just the symptoms. These are the small but powerful tweaks that let you sleep straight through the night, feel more energized, and wake up without that groggy brain fog that plagues so many seniors. Now that you know the triggers and the nutrients that help, let's talk about building a daily routine that actually lets you sleep through the night. This isn't complicated, but it does require consistency. The goal is simple. Keep your antidiuretic hormone working properly, balance your electrolytes, and reduce the things that force your kidneys to work overtime while you're trying to rest. Start your day with hydration, but smart hydration. Drink water in the morning and throughout the first part of the day. Make sure it's spaced out so your body can use it, not store it for later. Avoid loading up on water or other drinks late in the evening. This helps your body naturally regulate urine production at night. Pair that with a breakfast rich in potassium, like an avocado smoothie or a big salad with greens and eggs. This sets the tone for proper electrolyte balance and keeps your kidneys from going into overdrive later. Midday is the perfect time for your protein-heavy meal. This could be lunch or an early snack. Protein is critical for energy, muscle repair, and satiety. But timing matters. When you eat your largest portion of protein earlier, your body has hours to metabolize it before bedtime. Excess protein right before sleep converts into urea, which forces your kidneys to produce more urine and interrupts your rest. If you're over 50, this is one of the most overlooked causes of nighttime trips to the bathroom. Evening meals should be lighter, lower in protein, sugar, and carbs. Minimize starches, snacks, and high-sodium foods at night. Salt pulls water into your bloodstream, and sugar spikes insulin, both of which encourage nighttime urination. Focus on vegetables, healthy fats, and small portions. This is also the time to avoid caffeine and alcohol, both of which sabotage the antidiuretic hormone and increase trips to the bathroom. A simple glass of herbal tea, if anything, is fine, but nothing caffeinated or alcoholic after dinner. Potassium and magnesium remain essential. Magnesium glycinate can be taken later in the day. It helps relax the nervous system, muscles, and bladder, preparing your body for uninterrupted sleep. Vitamin B1 should be part of your daily routine too. Higher therapeutic doses, often 4 times what you'd get in a standard multivitamin, can significantly improve bladder control, especially if you wake up and barely urinate. These nutrients support the nerves controlling your bladder, so the signal to release urine is balanced and effective. Another practical tip is watching your body position and activity. If you notice fluid retention in your legs, like when pressing on your ankle leaves a dent, light movement during the day, gentle stretching, and even elevating your legs in the afternoon can reduce the amount of fluid your kidneys have to process at night. This simple adjustment alone can cut down 1 or 2 bathroom trips. Finally, remember that this is a holistic approach. No single trick will solve the problem if you're still snacking at night, drinking late, or overloading on protein or salt. Every small change adds up. When you combine proper hydration, balanced electrolytes, timed protein, nutrient support, and avoiding triggers like caffeine, sugar, and alcohol, you're giving your body exactly what it needs to sleep straight through the night. And for seniors, this isn't just about comfort. It's about protecting your metabolism, hormones, heart, brain, and overall quality of life. Now let's talk about nighttime rituals and a simple checklist that can help you sleep through the night without waking up to pee. This part is critical because all the tips we've covered, hydration, diet, nutrients, exercise, only work if you have a consistent evening routine that prepares your body for uninterrupted rest. Think of it as giving your antidiuretic hormone the support it needs to do its job while you sleep. First, set a strict cutoff for fluids. Stop drinking at least 3 hours before bedtime. That means no water, no tea, no juice, and no late-night snacks that might trigger thirst. Many seniors think that drinking before bed helps prevent dehydration, but actually, your body isn't dehydrated. It's a survival mechanism. It knows you won't be drinking for hours, so it triggers thirst and sometimes forces your kidneys to produce urine unnecessarily. Stick to morning and early afternoon hydration, and your body will naturally balance itself. Next, control your evening meals. Avoid high-sugar foods, starchy snacks, or large portions of protein right before bed. Sugar and starch spike blood glucose and insulin, which pull water into your bloodstream, increasing the need to urinate. Excess protein converts to urea, another reason your kidneys have to work overtime. A lighter dinner of vegetables, healthy fats, and a small portion of lean protein is ideal. Pair this with foods rich in potassium earlier in the day to balance your electrolytes. This is especially important if you notice fluid retention in your legs, ankles, or feet, which will shift back into your bloodstream when you lie down. Caffeine and alcohol are the next big traps. Avoid them in the afternoon and evening. Even a small cup of coffee or a glass of wine can interfere with your antidiuretic hormone, forcing your kidneys to overproduce urine and disrupting sleep. For seniors, cutting these out can be life-changing, literally reducing multiple nightly trips to the bathroom in just a few days. Now let's talk about nutrient support. Magnesium glycinate in the evening helps relax your nervous system, muscles, and bladder. Vitamin B1 at a higher therapeutic dose supports your nervous system, specifically the part that controls your bladder. If you wake up at night with little urine coming out, these nutrients can make a huge difference in balancing nerve signals and improving bladder control. Another simple adjustment is body position and movement. If you have fluid retention, light movement during the day, stretching, or elevating your legs in the afternoon will reduce the amount of fluid your kidneys have to filter at night. This alone can reduce 1 or 2 bathroom trips. Pair this with consistent sleep and wake times, and your body will adjust its rhythm naturally. Finally, the checklist method works wonders for seniors. Write down your daily routine, including hydration, meals, supplements, and evening rituals. Put it on your refrigerator or nightstand and follow it daily. Consistency is key. Over time, your body learns when to retain water, when to release it, and your antidiuretic hormone works in sync with your sleep cycle. This isn't just about fewer bathroom trips. It's about restoring energy, improving metabolism, reducing cortisol, protecting your brain, and keeping your mood and hormones stable. Follow these steps for just a week, and you'll notice a dramatic improvement in your sleep quality. Nights without interruption, mornings without grogginess, and days with more energy and clarity are possible. Seniors, this is the solution you've been waiting for, and it's simpler than you think once you understand the science behind it. All right, seniors, Let's bring everything together so you can finally sleep through the night without waking up to pee. This part is all about actionable steps, bonus tips, and ensuring you follow through. Because knowledge alone isn't enough. You need a plan and consistency. First, review the big triggers: alcohol, late-night fluids, heavy evening protein, sugar and starch, caffeine, and salt imbalances. Each one of these affects your antidiuretic hormone and tells your kidneys to produce more urine at night. Now that you know what to avoid, you can make small but powerful changes. Stop alcohol at night completely. No fluids 3 hours before bed. Avoid snacking, sugar, and starch in the evening. Eat most of your protein earlier in the day. Focus on potassium-rich foods in the morning or early afternoon, and take magnesium glycinate and a therapeutic dose of B1 for nervous system support. Next, stick to a consistent daily routine. Hydrate early, move your body, stretch or elevate your legs if you have fluid retention, and eat balanced meals at regular times. Your body thrives on routine, especially your kidneys and hormones. When your antidiuretic hormone knows what to expect, it works perfectly, and your nights become uninterrupted. This isn't just theory. Senior viewers over 50 and 60 have seen dramatic improvements within days of following these steps consistently. Another powerful tip is to create a visual checklist. Print it out and put it on your refrigerator or nightstand. Include hydration times, meal plans, supplement reminders, and evening rituals. Each day, check off the steps. This simple accountability tool reinforces the routine, and it's particularly effective for seniors who sometimes forget small changes but need them to be consistent. Here's a bonus tip. Watch your body's signals. If you notice swelling in your legs or ankles, adjust your daytime movement and leg elevation. If you feel thirsty in the evening, remember it's not true dehydration. Your body is just preparing for a long stretch without fluids. Follow your routine, and your body will learn the difference, reducing unnecessary nighttime trips to the bathroom. Finally, remember why this matters. Good sleep is the cornerstone of senior health. When you sleep uninterrupted, your metabolism functions better, insulin resistance decreases, cortisol drops, your brain detoxifies, focus improves, and your mood stabilizes. Energy returns, and you wake up feeling refreshed instead of exhausted. This is about reclaiming your health, your mornings, and your quality of life. If you follow all these steps, avoiding triggers, balancing electrolytes, supporting your nervous system, timing meals and fluids, and sticking to a consistent routine, you can sleep straight through the night, even if you've been waking up multiple times for years. I want you to take these tips seriously, implement them, and watch your body transform. And here's what I want you to do right now. Download the one-page checklist I created, put it on your refrigerator, follow it daily, and see the results for yourself. Then come back and comment. I want to hear your story and share it with others so they know this really works. Seniors, it's time to take control of your sleep, protect your health, and wake up energized every single day.